Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game between, I want to say MarineKing, but I obviously can't read that. And oh my god, this is ToD. Yeah, so that's how it is. I don't know what I'm playing on these strange accounts. I guess MarineKing is an Asian, so well, he is playing on what seems to be a Chinese account. So he might actually be Chinese, I don't actually know. But ToD is French, I believe, so yeah, he is playing on someone else's account as well. Maybe some kind of Smurf account, I really don't know. Anyhow, we are placing a pylon here close to our base, and of course the supply depot is also going down close to our base. As you can see, it is a Terran versus Protoss. I didn't mention that yet. It will be in the title probably. I don't know if I can fit that in nowadays. I don't think so. But it should be obvious from from the buildings. Anyway, whatever. You can see it. And if you didn't know that it's Terran and Protoss, you're probably in the wrong video. Anyhow, anyway, welcome. Even if you're on the wrong video, I don't really mind. The thing is, obviously you need to have some kind of background in StarCraft to actually follow this. And yeah, if you want to follow this, but you don't really know what all of it is, then please let me know. Just send me a message, and I may actually, if some people are interested in that, I may actually make like guide on how to watch StarCraft. Because how to play StarCraft, there's a lot of things about that, but how to watch, I don't really think there is a guide on that. So we are going to scout the right base straight away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a two-player map, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Anyhow, we are going to attack this SCV. The SCV will go down. Yeah, well, it will just stay alive. Very nicely played there. And the probe is going for it. It was trying to get the kill. It might actually get the kill on this second SCV here, but no. It needs to recharge its shields, and that is the main thing here. If it can recharge some of its shields, which it's doing right now, then yeah, it will be able to take out the SCV. Yeah, and now it turns around, and it is going to get the kill, unless the SCV runs away. Second SCV that was actually severely damaged, and the third SCV is going in to try to to hold off this this probe, but the probe is going to regen its shields once again, and once again it is going to turn around once the shields are full and do some damage to this SCV. The SCV has 25 hit points left, this guy has 20 left, so he could have won that, but he did not want to. He wanted to scout with that, and as you can see, the Zealot is coming in. So lots of damage done by this probe, and the probe might actually just get out of here now, or it can start harassing this guy, because well, he can't fight back. He has 25 HP, and there is a Zealot here. So unless he makes sure that some of the Marines will come up to help that, yeah, there's really nothing that one SCV can do. Anyhow, as you can see, nothing real happened. 2 workers killed though. Yeah, for the rest, yeah, of course he picked off those low health SCVs. There was one left. Yeah, here it is at 10 HP. And yeah, the SCV. The SCV actually scouting all of this, seeing what's up, seeing that. Well, I don't actually know if he saw that, because that was actually quite late. No, they were placed after he went out, and so he did not see this forge coming up. He did not see the second gateway coming up. But of course, he can imagine what is going on. So we have the mothership core just going out to harass. This is of course a good harass unit against workers, but well, with the Marines that are available to the Terran player, yeah, it's not going to do a whole lot only. But it can still scout around. It is still a good scout unit. It's relatively cheap for what it can do. I mean, it can fly. It has a pretty decent attack speed. It just has very low damage, but it has a pretty decent. It is a pretty decent scouting unit, and it can actually only attack ground units, I believe. Yep, only ground units. And as I said, the Marines are going to be very nasty against that, because Marines are of course, well, very powerful. They can get a whole lot done. There is an attack coming in the front. Yep, you saw that from how the Marines were moving. And that's why the Mothership Corps actually went in, because he knew that those Marines would actually be drawn to the front by his Stalker, and well, it didn't really get a whole lot done. I mean, the Stalker, yeah, it did some damage. It seems that one more SCV, now very low, but did not actually get a kill with that. Of course, well, with shields, that is the big advantage of shields. With the shields only being damaged on that Mothership Core, you can come in to do some harassment and then run out again and regen all of that shield. Until there are medevacts out, nothing similar is going to happen for the Marines. So the Marines will actually, well, just have less HP for the next fight. So you can get some free damage off because your shields will regen automatically. Until the point that, well, we have some medevacts, because medevacts are normally better than the regen on the shields. It's also why, well, this strategy actually works with a lot of small units and only a few of the healers, because, well, it is very powerful. The heal from the medevacts is really powerful. It's just a really good ability. Anyhow, Marines not rallied here. He did not rally those to the right. Oh no, those are the defenders here. So they are defending this base, just the 3 Marines. It is okay. It's a good enough defense for now, because, well, there aren't a whole lot of dropships that can come in from Protoss, and he's mainly worried about the Mothership Core for now, because it's just annoying. And then of course we have the Warp Prism. And the Warp Prism is actually, yeah, it's actually a little bit tougher, but it's also mostly out of the range of those Marines, so they can't kill it anyway, because they will just drop the units and then go outside of the range again and yeah, kind of drop there, or, well, warp in new units over there. And therefore it becomes a little bit harder to actually do that. Well, I think this is just the end of the game. It might actually just be the end of the game, because there's a big amount of units here. Oh, he does have the Colossus out. The Colossus might actually prove to be useful here. Range 6 only, and he is going to drop. As you can see, both of the medevacts are full of units, and if he can drop over here and establish a stronghold there, or over here would be even better. These units are going to be in trouble, because they will have to fight up a ramp, and that is always hard to do, because, well, you kind of are in a choke point, and that is just, yeah, it's just a hard situation to be in. I don't know what just ran in here, but apparently he warped in some units. It's all good. Yeah, it's still 3-1 in the workers killed. The units killed are pretty much the same. And the resources lost a little bit higher for the Protoss. He extended a little bit more with a little bit more valuable units. And as you can see, some of the units actually die. It's not a big deal, but it does even up. Wow, he lost more than I anticipated. He lost a dropship apparently full of units, because there is no way the rest of those units that died were such a huge amount. So yeah, from a little bit of an, well, of an advantage to quite a big disadvantage there. Because, well, that advantage of course was nowhere near enough to make this work. But yeah, he dropped, and the drop just completely failed. He got away with most of his troops, but lost quite a bit. Of course, we are going to get our bases up, and the Terran player already has that 3rd base up. The Protoss player is still working on that, which means that he is behind on income for now, and he is going to yeah, have to catch up. I mean, Terran has already a big advantage with the mules. The mules, of course, can come down every few seconds, and they will mine quite a bit of minerals. You have to place them, by the way, on the furthest away mineral patches. So this one, and maybe this one, because otherwise, and we will see that. Otherwise, it will time out halfway through delivering his last amount of minerals, and we will see it here once this this mule is almost timing out. You will see that it will actually crumble about here, so before it can actually deliver the minerals. And yeah, there we go. So it did pick up the minerals, which is 30 minerals, but it did not deliver them. And this one will actually be different. This one will actually get those minerals delivered, and we will not see that because there is a fight going off. Oh, well, we might still see it. It is not timed out yet, so we still have time. So this one will deliver the minerals, but will never pick up the next batch, and will therefore die. Oh no, here. It delivered the minerals and then dies. So the other can make about half a trip more, but it's not an entire trip, so it doesn't actually count. So you lose 30 minerals from your mineral stack, and you gain nothing in your income. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Of course, that only matters in the really tight games. But yeah, it is kind of a waste of minerals, especially in your main base, where it is very important to mine all the minerals you can. In, well, your second and third expansions, it really doesn't matter too much. We are going to have some drops over here. There was the warp prism, and the warp prism actually getting some units into the base, but unfortunately for him, the missile turret was there. We are going to watch the big fight, of course. So the slow field goes down, nice storms, and that not only damaged quite a lot of the Marines and Marauders, it mainly took out the ability of the Terran player to run in with his stim pack still on. Stim pack, of course, is pretty long, so it didn't time out the entire thing, but well, it did do something at least. And are we going to be able to hold this off? A little bit too early on the force fields here. He does have plenty still available though. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if that is going to be enough though, because there is a huge army here. He does need, yeah, he does need these guys, the High Templar, and the High Templar needs 75 for the storms, and the new ones do not have that. They get 50. So unless you upgrade the amulet, I believe it's called, I forgot which amulet that is, but unless you upgrade that, they are going to come in without the ability to storm. And I'm trying to find it here. No, it's on this guy, I think. No, not even. I thought it was on this, but well, then it is upgraded, and they still only have 50 energy. Anyhow, yeah, the storm is of course really good, and oh yeah, he is going to get sniped pretty easily there. And are we going to have, yeah, we do have another scan available, but he is going to, well, have to run in with actual attack units in order to defend this. I don't know why he's not lifting up this base. Oh, there you go. Well, he had plenty of time still to do that, but it is kind of, yeah, it's kind of a waste of minerals in this case. Oh no, just run towards them! Kill them all! Oh, that was a shame. He could have killed all three of them. We saw that earlier in a video where, well, that was like a 50 kill Dark Templar. I forgot how many he actually got, but yeah, there you could see how easily they can snipe Marauders even with the slow, because, well, they just don't die very easily to Marauder fire, because Marauder fire is not intended for light units, it's for armored units, double damage to armored units, and that of course is awesome. So yeah, we are going to get this fight then. I know, there's fights all over the map. I'm just trying to make kind of a story about it, because this is just one of the many fights that we normally see. We know that the bigger army will normally win, and of course these storms are not going to help the Terran player, because the Terran player really just standing in those storms, just not maneuvering at all to try to avoid that. And he is going to try to, well, push in, but yeah, well, getting pushed back completely here by the Protoss player. Protoss player just trying to make it work, trying to get the damage done, and he's now going to move forward. Yeah, he's not going all the way forward. I guess he's happy just picking off this unit, or this command center. Command center is going to burn down eventually. So unless he can snipe this guy and then repair it, he can snipe this guy, no problem. But now he needs to repair it, and otherwise it's still going to burn down. So yeah, there are the SCVs. SCVs, of course, are going to repair this first, and then they're going to mine. Yeah, Protoss a little bit too late with his follow-up attack. Could have sniped this this command center for free, because there was no way the SCVs could come in to repair it in the middle of a fight. Well, you could always try, of course, but it's not really good to try. So anyhow, repair complete on that command center. It does cost a little bit of minerals, but well, he has those. That is not too much of a problem. And are we going to get enough storms on here? He does have quite nice storms here. Lots of damage going down, even on the medevacs, which are normally, well, out of range for everyone, because, well, they are normally in the back, and they normally, well, you normally just don't attack them unless you can actually snipe them, unless you know you can snipe them and not lose units. But normally you go for the damage units, because well, those are important, more important, I should say. All of the units are important. Of course, otherwise they wouldn't build them if they didn't do anything. So the workers are all going to get out of here, and the command center is going to land in its place once again. You could of course always land this command center over here for a more defensive position, and he didn't do that. He chose to go for this position. And look at this. There's once again a Dark Templar in this base, and wow. Yeah, the range on that scan is so big that you really can't move out of that at all. So what you need to do with your Dark Templar is get as many kills as you can instantly, because once they scan, you're dead, or you should be dead. Well, we've seen some examples where it completely failed because people only sent like one Marine. But yeah, as long as they have enough units, so a few Marines, or a few Marines plus Marauders, or well, whatever. As long as they have enough to take down the Dark Templar, then one scan should be enough. And here we go. We're going to snipe the one SCV sent out to repair this. But I think the Terran player is going for it. This is really an all-in. He is really just going for it, not caring what happens for the rest. The Dark Templar, is it still alive? It is still alive. It is somewhere. Oh, there it is. So the GG comes in. Yeah, he really went for an all-in there, but he couldn't even snipe these guys. I don't think he even has Vikings at this moment. No Vikings out. So yeah, without Vikings, it's very hard to deal with the Colossi. And with the Colossi still alive, yeah, they're going to do a massive amount of damage. Not so much kills, apparently. This one has 12 kills. It almost died as well at some point. Yeah, just a huge amount of zealots, just good enough to clean this up for the rest, because they could hold off the Marines and Marauders, and well, these guys, the Colossi, could just do the damage. And of course the Archons, really nice addition. They have a huge shields, 350 shields and 10 health, so they can regen that shields, well, indefinitely, as long as they don't die. So yeah, for the rest, I guess he just got outmined, and his base was denied so many times. Oh, sorry, here. His base was denied so many times that he really couldn't make it work. and could have landed in a more safe position than I said, so over here. Then you defend over here, and that's a safer position than placing your base over here and having to defend all this way and your ramp. So yeah, well, I guess it just didn't work out for him. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a best of 3, so we are going to go to game 2, and I hope to see you there. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!